If you slept, they don't need to
All right, good morning. If you're now joining, this is a live footage at Congress Place. That's the headquarters of the People's National Congress Reform. Today happens to be nomination day, and nomination day is basically those who have been nominated by their groups within the People's National Congress Reform for offices, whether it's for the leadership of the party, the chairman, the vice chairman. I think the vice chairmanship, they have about three different vice chairmans and other positions within the party. So what you're seeing here now is a live footage, and it appears, of course, that the rain subsided, and the supporters of the People's National Congress reform, many of whom, based on what we are hearing there, are supporters of the current leader, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, who is running again for the leadership of the party. And so this is just a quick explanation as to what is happening. I know you guys don't want to hear much of me. You want to hear the women and the drummings and so forth and so on. So this is what's happening. I just thought I'd give you a quick update on what's happening. I noticed some people within the audience saying, "What's happening? What going on? What happening? What going on?" So that's what's happening. This is what going on currently at Congress Place. Nominations day, and those who are running, we have heard from some who declared their candidacy months ago. Well, today is the day that it will be official, whether it's for the leader of the party, whether it's for the chairman of the party, the vice chairman, whether it's for central executive positions, whatever it is, today is that day. I repeat, today is that day happening right now at Congress Place. That big gate, that's the entrance. And those of you who know Congress Place, ever went into Congress Place, and if you're a member of the party, or even if you're not a member of the party and have not gone into Congress Place, this is what's happening there at Congress Place right now. So let's get back and hear some of the drumming and the women, some familiar faces, very familiar faces out there this morning.
So as we can see, the crowd is still beginning to build. New persons are coming on the scene to make sure that the support of Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton in this nomination process must be heard and felt among the membership of the People's National Congress Reform and to those who are looking. Greetings, how are you?
Fine, thanks. Good. Queen, Queen. Get your master one. Anybody got one?
Mr. Clark.
Run out, somebody there ready for water. Find life and Congress, please. You don't have the lady son, you don't have them security son. But I'm right to face the water. You got water in there too.
Yeah, but I mean, most people don't see, you know.
Look, somebody bring a cup of water.
To those who are now joining, this is Noble Government Matthews.
All right, we just take a quick second away from that, and we just heard that the folks are asking for water, at least for the drummer. And in this situation, if you are in Guyana and you're close by to Congress Place, it doesn't matter who they're supporting. It doesn't matter. They're supporters of the People's National Congress reform. They're entitled to support whomever they wish to support. It doesn't mean that we cannot, in whatever little way, contribute, whether it's a case of water, whether it's a case of juice or whatever, to ensure that they get it. Because at the end of the day, they are supporters of the opposition. And again, it doesn't matter who they are supporting. And I just heard that the drummer wanted a bottle of water. And what I'm observing, the day is getting, the sun is probably getting, we see the cloud is a little bit, what it is, dark there. But if you can afford to send a case of water or have your relatives or maybe a friend in Georgetown to go down there and to ensure that these supporters of the People's National Congress reform at least get a bottle of water or juice or whatever. And again, it doesn't matter who they are supporting in this Congress, in this, the PNCR's Congress. It is irrelevant who they are supporting. But what is relevant is that they are supporters and they are members of the People's National Congress reform, and by extension, supporters of the opposition. And let me just say that people are entitled to their views. In the comment section, let us just keep it nice and let us keep it clean and respectful, regardless of who support who. And that's just what I wish to make it quite clear to all of you. Be respectful of the candidates. Be respectful of whomever support whomever. It doesn't really matter. It is okay to have an opinion. Yes, it is okay to share that opinion. But what is also is Not going to be acceptable is derogatory remarks and cussing out of other candidates. You can do so if you wish, but certainly not acceptable on this platform. Thank you. We'll go back to the drumming on the ground.
Greetings, how are you? Ben Mason, you have any water here? Well, look, what you know? How much I came? You hearing me? Ben, what's that? Ben, I need 3 cases. I'm sorry, I mean, you can bring it in front here, right? 3 cases. Now you have to submit 270 bar challenge. You can see how Yep. Man, no shoot to the crowd in front of your body. We man watch long back in the game.
I got some little come in, then I can do anything. I'm not going to. We shall not be removed. I can't.
The outlying regions come first. If there are no outlying regions, we will take nominations on a first come basis. When you reach the tip of Congress Place, the hall, only the person from the region is allowed to go in. That is submitting the nomination. The regional rep. So I'll accept in the case of Georgetown at Region 4, the regional executive chairman, the regional chairman, a representative from the East Bank, is supposed to Georgetown. With the exception for Georgetown, 4 persons that accept. Everybody else wait outside, and the other regions, I'll accept the regional persons. I'm not prepared to accept any nomination from groups that are not part of a region.
Right? You have a accommodation for the remainder.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
Well said.
Thank you, Papa.
There is a tent up there where the rest of the.
Yes, on the floor. Yes, on the floor.
Good morning, everyone. There is a tent outside where you, the other members of the team can wait until after the submission. Yes, but you can do that, but outside.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah.
We are all disciplined children.
Any other questions?
So we come in one in today. Now we want to question. We get it clear. We get it clear and peace assurance. Nobody can come with an individual nomination. They take that because we go out of the way and 3 marks will go out of the way.
And go to the holding.
I don't know that. Yeah, you getting me laugh?
No. I just want to okay. Excuse for that. So try to make sure that I'm still like for the right. All right. No, you could imagine.
What you react to? Outside the region, no individual, then you can really set it twitch.
And then taller than him also too. Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Chinika.
But you have to wait a moment.
Okay, guys, if you're now joining, good morning. It's a live feed from Guyana. And let me just apologize. As you would know, the situation with the internet. Let us hope that we get back service there on the ground from where we're taking the feed from. Again, my apologies. It seems to be, the live seems to be sticking. I'm not sure that there's anybody else that's carrying it at this point in time, but we're just getting some difficulties with regards to the internet. Yep. And I want you guys, those who have not seen what nomination day looks like, maybe because of the rain, usually the numbers are triple time, 5-6 times that amount, but the crowd is now building up. So let's not jump to conclusion. The crowd is building up, and this nomination where folks from the regions will come in and they will say they nominate X, Y, or Z for whichever position, and then they will declare their nomination in a sealed envelope to the relevant authorities there at Congress Place. And they will open it and they will say there's a nomination for Shoy Gibson. There's a nomination for, well, forget about Denise Booker. Nobody will really nominate Denise. But good morning, Ms. Booker. Good morning to all of you. So let's say in the case with Denise Booker is nominated, then they will read that out and it will become official. In order to be in the race, you have to be nominated. And that's what's happening right now. Nomination day. You have to be nominated. So there are groups across the country, PNCR groups, that have nominated the current leader, Aubrey Compton Norton. They are groups that we have heard that have nominated other candidates such as Royce Ford, Amanza North, Amanza Wharton, sorry. There are other groups that have nominated other individuals. And so this morning we will get to hear all of that, all of those groups that have nominated the candidates. We don't know the entire list of candidates. We don't know, but this is the time that all of us will get to hear the names of those who have been nominated. After nomination, after the nomination, then we will hear from the candidates whether they have accepted the nomination. And if they accept the nomination, it means that their names will be on the list and they will be on elections day, which is the 28th of this month. Then members of the party, card bearing members of the party will vote. Card bearing members within the group, mind you. Not any and any member will be allowed to vote within the group. You're only once you're within, say for example, you are within X group. Once you are within X group, it simply means that you can vote within the group. So not any member can do that. I've just been told that some PACUs of the PPP, because they have some Dunstugs, and the Dunstugs are sharing the feed. And the Dunstugs, the same Dunstugs who are sharing the feed and are laughing at the people, some Dunstugs, and you know who those PPP Dunstugs are, who are sharing this feed and they're laughing at the people. And that just goes to show how these folks, these Dunstugs are. These Kwame likes individuals. Stop it, right? These Dunstugs, what they're like. And these are the same people should have been sharing. They were there at they were there at Freedom House. Freedom House give them mabi, give them cassava balls, give them cassava balls, give them mitai, and they eat up and they get a box of cook up and they left. And so they have no other choice but to laugh at what is happening here now. There's nothing really to laugh about with what's happening here now. These folks are out there, they're beating their drums, and that just goes to show the misguided Watalele individuals, the Dunstugs in the PPP. So they have nothing else to say. They have nothing else constructive to say. But enough of those Dunstugs in the PPP. So back here on the ground, it's nomination day. It is when everything becomes official. So if Maria Vera has been nominated by a group and she says, yes, I, Maria Vera, accept the nomination as chairman of the party, then Maria Vera will be on the list. If Neville Sital accepts the position of being on the list as a vice chairman candidate, then Neville Sital, aka Civic, will say that he accepts the nomination. So that is what it is. Now, Linda Webster is asking a very silly and dotish question. supposed to be a big woman. Silly and dotish question. And here's the question. If I may ask, what has Mr. Norton done to you? Now, I'm not sure whether that's a question directed to me, Linda Webster. And hence the reason I say that it is dotish. If it is not directed to me, then fair enough, fair game. Somebody that may be directed to in the audience who you guys are having this back and forth with, right? And this is what elections are all about. You will have for, you will have against, and it is all democracy. It is all democracy. That is what it's about. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people who support Mr. Norton. I don't have a problem with people who support any other candidate. It is their democratic right to do so. So on this platform, there will be no cussing out of anybody. Take that somewhere else, on your own platform or whatever. Let us respect all of the candidates across the board and let democracy prevail. If the people within the PNC, those people who have the power to vote, because you can't vote with your mouth. You can't take your mouth. Thank you, Linda Webster. I saw that belatedly, but sometimes my bums just raised too, right? Thank you, Linda Webster. So it's okay to battle it out. It's okay. It's democracy. But let us not get into the gutter, because getting into the gutter takes us nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Whether before Congress or after Congress, it is not going to get us anywhere. Now, let me thank you, Irville Don Cook. Thank you. I realized that, and I just thought I asked that question whether it's directed to me, because some people seem to think that I am bitter with Aubrey. Mark, bitter with Aubrey. Mark, every single thing. I know people bumps raising all over the place, right? I've known Aubrey for almost 30 years. We don't agree all the time on issues, but we have a very cordial relationship, absolutely cordial, respectful relationship. In fact, we were in touch with each other up to yesterday. So for some of you out there, Bencham bitter, but man, I can't take it no more. Bencham don't like Aubrey. Bencham don't like nobody. It's not about me. It's about the party, and it's about the voters, those who have that right to vote within their groups. Morning, Otto Martin. And morning to all of you, Wayne, Archer, and everybody. Thank you, Wayne. Good morning to all of you. Whether you're for, whether you're against, it doesn't matter, guys. Democracy. And at least we are seeing democracy in the PNCR. We didn't see that in the PPP. Of course, they don't believe in that. But guys, I want to take a quick break just to take you back to see whether we're going to get some footage, some feed on the ground. I want the feed on the ground. That's what's important. Yep, sorry about that, guys. So, yep, we want some feed on the ground. You guys, please monitor Francine Cruz. Somebody has just sent me a message that Francine Cruz is, and this is the person's quote. Hi, Mr. Bencham. Francine Cruz is misbehaving. So let me sound a warning to Miss Francine Cruz. Francine Cruz has been listening to our broadcast for a long time now. Francine Cruz, I would urge that you, regardless of who you support, ma'am, be respectful of others and their choice. Thank you so much. We'll take a quick break because we want to see what's going on with the feed. You guys can argue all you want, but kindly keep it respectful. Kindly keep it respectful. I repeat, kindly keep it respectful, because me and some of y'all, we're going to go up the road. I'm telling y'all straight up. Francine, I'm telling you straight up, we will go up the road. Please keep it respectful. All of you. Do not curse out. I notice y'all calling other candidates snakes and who's snake and all right. Some of y'all ain't easy, you know. All right. Guys, I will take, and I get some folks messaging me. Some are on the ground there at Congress Place. Let me try to get a better footage for you. Don't go anywhere because you know you get it you get it the best way right here on 107.1 FM. We don't hold anything back. We'll take a quick break though and be right back with more of a live coverage at the PNCR Nomination Day.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis C. Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my ex next to the cup, and what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Friday, the 28th of June to the Sunday, the 30th of June. And it is under the theme forming the next government to build a just, inclusive, prosperous society for all. So stay with us as we keep you updated on the activities in Congress Place today. Nomination Day, June 10th.
Again, guys, let me say this is nomination day. And unfortunately, we here at 107.1 FM, we have to depend on coverage from the ground. So whatever we get, we have to stream. And the streaming sometimes cut off. But let me just say that it is not at our end. It is Guyana. You know the situation, especially with the corrupt PPP regime and this mismanagement of all these agencies, whether it's the airport or whatever. So the internet will cut off at times. Let's head back. Folks are handing in their list of nominators on nomination day and those who have been nominated. We see here some executives there of the party. We also see the general secretary is there as well, Don Hastings, and other persons who are submitting. I think this is a member of parliament at Miss Philadelphia, but uh, I wish we can get the audio there.
Mary High Park, PNCR. Diamond number 4. Perseverance, PNCR. Echoes Ramsburg, New PNCR. Friendship number 2. That completes.
Hi, everyone. Morning. So we just got the volume back at the at Congress Place earlier in recognizing the young lady that is fanning herself there with that yellow folder. Her name is Miss Elizabeth Niles. The General Secretary, Don Hastings, stepped away for a moment. The nominations are coming in, and I just heard the gentleman spoke about before they close. I'm not sure what time it's going to be closed, but this is the best that I can do from where my vantage point is to explain the process as best as I can. And I hopefully will have someone who is far more knowledgeable on this issue or could break things down a little more for you, other than what I have done with regards to nomination day. What is the purpose of nomination day? Again, this is happening right now at Congress Place, the headquarters of the People's National Congress Reform. And nomination is officially on this day. They are submitting the list of individuals that they have nominated to be uh, in whichever position they're running for. For example, uh, someone may nominate Bonita Elise Parker for the leader of the party. And on this day, they will submit that officially. And it's up to Bonita to say whether she accepts it or not. If she doesn't accept it, it means that she is not going to be on the list. So on the day of voting, which is the 28th of June, members, and not all members, mind you, this voting is not open for all members, card bearing members of the PNCR. It is for those who are part of a group. It is just like the electors here in the United States, where a party, it's the electors, who elect um, the presidential candidate, so to speak. But let's head back on the ground and again keep it very, very professional. There will be no arguing, no cussing up in the group. I know bumps are raising. Let's keep it smooth. Let's head back on the ground to hear what is happening.
Right? So of course we're going to continue to keep you updated as we do so. And maybe before we're out, we'll have conversations with the persons who would have submitted these lists so that you can have a feel of what is happening. Again, you are tuned into June 10th nomination day for the 22nd Biennial Congress of the People's National Congress Reform.
Not question. Of course, resolutions. Right. Are you receiving that? No.
All right. I just want good morning again. I know that this is region number 4 of the party group. You're responsible for East Coast District, East Bank District, and of course, one of the largest districts, the Georgetown District. You have just submitted your list of nominations and I believe delegates. How do you feel about it and what is it looking like?
Well, good morning, viewing audience. I'm extremely happy that we have submitted the first region to submit, region number second, sorry. Oh my goodness. The second region, and it's really, really looking good. The I'm really excited for today. I'm really, really excited for this long overdue Congress. And you know, the air is so nice. It's right, everything. It's looking really, really good. Excitement is in the air. I can't even,
And the district chairman of Georgetown, you have something you want to say there?
I am more than excited. This is long overdue. We've been working and looking forward for this Congress. Now that our nominations are in, I think we could make it public that the current leader received 92% of all nominations in Georgetown. The largest groups in Georgetown also nominated him. So we're expecting to have in excess of 700 delegates coming from Georgetown, and 92% of those delegates are supporting the current leader. So we just want that to go out there right away, that Georgetown stands firmly behind R.B.C. Martin, and we're supporting him. We think it is time, he's right, and now is the time for him to flourish.
East Coast District, how do you feel?
Excited. My team is excited to do their nomination this morning for the comrade leader, and we are backing him 100%.
All right.
I didn't realize, yes, I would like to say 98% of the nominations from the East Bank is supporting the comrade leader. And the thing about it is that I've never seen people so excited, so excited and wanting to be a part of this momentous occasion. And I would invite everybody to the opening ceremony, because if you think today is nice and today is grand, you need to see the opening ceremony. So once again, 98% of the groups have said they are strongly supporting Comrade C. Norton.
All right, thank you. We'll continue this coverage. I know that Region 5 is waiting to come in. Stay with us.
Sorry about that. Good morning again. For those of you who are now joining us, that's a live feed out of People's National Congress Reform Headquarters. It's the 22nd Biennial Delegates Congress Nomination Day. On the phone, we have former Prime Minister, and we have the youngest General Secretary of the People's National Congress Reform, former Mayor of Georgetown, all these different things. Good morning, Mr. Green.
Good morning, my brother.
Good. Talk to us, please, and I'm glad that you took the time out. Talk to us, please, about Nomination Day and how important it is. Walk us through.
Well, normally we don't have the formality of a nomination day. I can't swear what happened over the last Congress or two, but according to the Constitution, I know each group is entitled to send in writing their nominees for the post of leader and the key posts in the party. The key posts, leader, and I think treasurer. The general secretary is appointed by the leader since 1963. And that is as far as I know. If they've changed it to have a specific day for nominations, I am unaware of that. But all I know that each group is entitled under the Constitution to submit in writing the persons they nominate to be leader of the party, which is really the key position. And at the Congress itself, you can then have elect the members of the Central Executive Committee.
Okay, so these groups now, explain the groups and how they come about to nominate an individual and then take that nomination to Congress Place on nomination day. Explain the groups.
A group, once it is functional and financial, is entitled to nominate their request for leader and for members of the executive or general council. That's a tradition. Normally, the last exercise takes place at Congress itself.
So,
12
go ahead.
12 financial members are allowed to constitute a party group based on the old constitution I know of. And out of that, dependent on the executive decision which may have been taken a few years ago, out of that, every group, I think it's 1 in 12, is entitled to send a delegate to Congress and as many observers as it is convenient.
Thanks for that. So each region has a group or several groups.
No. The region is the larger grouping. We have 10 regions in the country. You can have in Georgetown, Region 6, 10, as many groups as people come up to work. In the 60s, South Georgetown alone had 20 groups between Boystown and Charlestown. Those were the power days. I have not had the chance to do an analysis, but as I said, in those days, South Georgetown alone had 20 groups.
All right.
The answer is any 12 members in any part of the Cooperative Republic, including the overseas groups in North America and London, constitutes a group.
And so the voting for leader or chairman or vice chairman, it is done by those paid members of the group and not the general membership of the People's National Congress Reform.
Not the chairman, the nominees, the delegates. A delegate from a group need not be the chairman, though it is usually the chairman and secretary. Each group can identify their delegates.
Yeah. But my point is only members from within those groups are allowed to vote.
Yes.
Not the general membership of the party.
No, not at all. Not at all. And that's a confusion that exists abroad in this country and within the party.
What's your, you have been practically in all of the 22 biennial Congress or majority?
The majority of all. I didn't attend those when Mr. Hoyt performed the exit.
What is your take? What makes this Congress, if at all, any different than others?
There seems to be a hype about who should be leader, and I hope to address the Congress at the appropriate time, at Congress itself, to say that whatever differences exist, that is the characteristic of a democratic institution. Once that hurdle is overcome, my position, which I will impose on my, if I can say, and implore our members that when they leave Congress Place, they should leave as one party, bent on achieving the bigger prize of dismantling a corrupt, evil regime. And that can only be achieved if we understand that at the end of the Congress, whoever is made leader, we've got to line up behind that person, not who you like or who you didn't like. We've got to be mature people, sensible people, sane people, and go beyond personalities and personal proclivities. That will be my message, which I hope to deliver, giving appropriate examples at that time. Because we deal with a serious administration. Look, on my way here, I discovered a friend I expected coming in, didn't come in because they came on the plane that couldn't land at Timeri. A close family member is due to fly out tonight and is concerned where the flight will leave because Timeri has 3% blackout. You imagine that? Your airport at Timeri, with all this abundance of money, you have blackouts that is lasting over 24 hours. I mean, impossible. It's vulgar, unacceptable. They're not short of cash. They're not short of materials. And all I have postulated and written is short of management, because the PP insists on appointing people to key positions, not based on their competence and experience, but on their loyalty to this Goliath we call People's Progressive Party. And the people of this country must rise up. Thank God for people like Mark Beskov. We've got to keep talking until we shake the ramparts. We can't give up. They said once the pen is mightier than the sword. But what's happening in Ukraine and Gaza don't seem to subscribe to that. But that is the option we have at this point of time. Keep talking so that even the PVP members will recognize they are dealing with an administration that is incompetent, corrupt, and on the brink of anarchy.
Well,
and behind all of this, they're creating conditions of an apartheid society, not based on race, but on class.
There's no explanation other than corruption, mismanagement, and all level of things there at the Timeri International Airport, also known as Chetty Jagan International Airport. Corruption is rampant. Mr. Green, thank you so much. I know I've asked your personal assistant just for 5 minutes. We have gone over that 5 minutes. Apologize to her for me, please.
Look, talk to her.
Yeah. So
yes, Mr. Benstock.
Yeah, we're still on the air, but I thank you so much for granting time to your Mr. Green. You know, oftentimes
to my husband, yes.
To your
you are most welcome. Anytime, Mark. Anytime.
I'm beating around the bush, you know, Jenny. You know me already.
I'm wondering why.
No. Please give my regards to your mom and tell her I'm waiting for that.
I will. And thank you so much for calling.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Whole family wants you again.
Oh, sure.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, we're still one second. We're still live on the air. You need to speak with me off air.
Well, call me when it's convenient.
I'll call you back. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. All right, former Prime Minister, former Mayor of Georgetown, former General Secretary of the People's National Congress, reform. Well, it is now reform. It has been reformed since 2002, I believe, 2001. 2001. So it's no longer PNC. It is PNCR. PNCR. Let's head back to Congress Place, please, and see what's happening there. But I just wish to thank, Hamilton Green, Mr. Hamilton Green. Thank you so much. So let's head back on the ground. All right, guys, and this is how we're doing it. This is an event live there at Congress Place right now. You see the folks walking in there, and they have the placard there with the current leader, Aubrey Compton Norton. On the phone, we have leader of the People's National Congress Reform, Mr. Aubrey Norton. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mark. Good morning to your listening and viewing audience.
Yeah. How are you feeling on this nomination day, sir?
Extremely good. You see, it is not about nomination day. When I became leader of the party, I began to work to rebuild party groups and to engage party people across the country. Remember, when we lost power in 2020, a lot of people were frustrated, so we had to go to them, engage them, and reinstill hope. That hope has been reinstilled, and we did the work, and so I know for sure that I will get far more nomination than I got when I was elected in 2021. In 2021, I got about 51 or 52%. I anticipate we'll get far more, and that this Congress here will give me further legitimacy as leader of the party.
Just a quick question in terms of folks who may have some question as it pertains to the transparency. Your take, please.
Well, the question of transparency is not an issue. Look, this party has somewhere in the vicinity of 190 to 200 groups across the country. Now, each of those groups, they meet and they nominate people. And that is transparent because the group members are there, the nominations are done, and then it is sent to George. So it's not like if it is done here. So it is very transparent. Over the years that happened, that occurred previously, it is occurring again, and the groups will nominate and decide who is their favorite candidate. And I believe at the end of this process, Aubrey Norton will be highly favored.
Finally, what happens after Congress? People are talking about a party, quote unquote, divided. What happens after Congress, sir?
First of all, the Congress will show that the party's base is divided. After the last Congress, I reached out to many who weren't elected, Roysdale Ford among them, Daniel Seram, and many of them chose not to be supportive and went in their own direction. It's the Democratic Party, so we left them. Now the people in the party will vote. They will elect the executive, and once the executive is elected, we will move forward as a united party focusing primarily on defeating the PPP at the next election.
Mr. Aubrey Norton, leader of the People's National Congress Reform, thank you so much for your time and all the best.
Thanks for having me.
All the best.
Thank you. Thanks, Mark.
Good. All right, you heard there the leader of the People's National Congress Reform for a quick comment specifically on Nominations Day. We will have him back sometime on 107.1 FM, maybe sometime during the week or by Saturday. Wayne Caesar may interview the leader of the opposition, and any other questions we will be able to pose to the leader of the People's National Congress Reform. However, this quick comment is just about Nomination Day. Just about Nomination Day. Let's head back on the ground and see what's happening there. I know you guys want to hear the drums. You don't want to hear my voice. Some of you, right? Let's head back on the ground there at Congress Place, the People's National Congress Reform headquarters.
Good morning to you. Region number 5 just submitting their list. You know, as we keep you updated, let's talk about the commission. How do you feel as we're entering into this whole phase of the 22nd biannual Congress of the People's National Congress Reform? What's the feeling?
Well, for me, I know whenever it's Congress, I am all excited. And this is the exciting period for me. And Region 5, like anything else, you're always there and ready to submit. I can tell you Region 5 is 99% ready to offer up to the order. And we will ensure that you elected again.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Well, I would want to echo the very same sentiments as our regional secretary and the regional chairman for region number 5. And I believe, and I know for a fact that Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton will emerge as leader again of this great party of ours, because he has led us for the past 2 years plus with distinction and excellence. And so we have confidence in leading us again. And so Aubrey Norton is our choice.
You know, Region 5 is grateful because there were, prior to Mr. Norton taking over the party, a lot of our party were functioning. And Mr. Norton came in from the ground and resuscitated all those groups. And we even had new groups formed already. And we are very grateful. And we know this great party will benefit from such a good leader.
We are hearing the drums in the background. Outside, the rain is drizzling a bit. We had some rainfall, but there's still so many people outside. What does it feel like as well? Like on the ground in Congress Place today.
Well, it is so good. You know, today's the day when you really get that feeling that yes, Congress is gonna happen. And you also know that your choice is going to emerge the winner. So we're all excited. The rain today is blessing. You notice how it's coming?
Yes.
It's blessing. When Region 5 is coming in, it just poured on us. You know, and yesterday, Pastor blessed our nomination. So, you know, we are blessed today.
And just to piggyback on what Joseph said earlier about the stewardship and leadership of the Synod, one of the things I want the entire population and party members to understand that when people speak about this leadership in a very not so pleasant manner, we're here to say as testimony that Mr. Norton went into Region 5 and in non-traditional areas such as Bushan and Barton, we have 3 functioning groups in those non-traditional areas. And quite recently, even in Bushan, we had meetings where the leader met with farmers and all of that. And because of that, our region and the party in the non-traditional area, which we know Bushan is predominantly the guys, and they have suddenly supported, and they would have also endorsed him and nominated him for leader. And what is also should be noted also, Fitzroy, is the fact that at the last local government elections, where areas where we normally get 0, we saw 40, 80. It means that Mr. Norton is doing something good. And come the national traditional elections, we can see the numbers going up in some traditional areas.
So it would be a shame for this party at this juncture wanting to change things. Aubrey North leader and Aubrey North president.
That's right.
That's it. Thank you so much, Region Number 5 representative. Of course, we'll keep you updated as we go. It is June 10th, nomination day in the People's National Congress reform. Stay tuned.
Let's do that nominations already. So
Our nominations out, and we have submitted nominations to Region 5.
All right, guys. So we'll take a quick minute as we head back here on the ground. You guys are watching a live event of the situation. Sorry, the situation on the ground at Congress Place. It is live right now. Let's get on the phone now. Earlier, we had the leader of the opposition, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton, and right now we have the shadow minister of Foreign Affairs, who's also running for the leadership. We are not sure whether it has been official as yet, but good morning, Ms. Amanza Walton Desir.
Good morning, Mark. How are you?
I am great, thank you. Let us get your take on nomination day today. How excited are you?
Well, look, we're very excited and we're looking forward. You know, it's a cool day in Georgetown with a few drizzles here and there, but the energy is high. I mean, we're seeing Congress Place. The drums are out and the people are out, and I think our people are generally just looking forward to creating energy and momentum that will take us forward into the upcoming general and regional elections. So I'm optimistic and look forward to a well-run Congress, robust debate, robust discussion, where we discuss ideas as to how we will take our party forward and take our country forward.
So have you been officially nominated, or will we hear of that later on after the nomination?
Well, I am aware that a number of groups across the country have nominated me, but I usually love to have the process play out, and so I'm sure that by the end of the day, we will confirm all of the persons who have been nominated, but I'm aware because a few groups have asked and a number of others have indicated that they have so nominated. So today we're going through the process of receiving those nominations, and then we will move into the accreditation process where we identify those persons who will be delegates. There is an accreditation committee that has to be established to make sure that delegates are properly accredited, because as you know, at the Congress, it is the delegates who will vote for the leadership of the party.
Thank you so much. And you spoke of the process. How confident are you that the process would be sufficiently transparent?
I am hopeful that it will be. There are a number of questions that we have to answer. My position has always been that we, as the People's National Congress Reform, are committed to transparency and integrity, and we want charity to begin at home. So I know that I will advocate as far as I possibly can for a transparent Congress and accountable system, because if we want that for the country, we have to begin that in our own party.
I am known as the guy who asked the last question, final question, and the final question is always 5 questions after, but this is the final question.
Yes.
Amanza,
Okay.
what happens after Congress as it pertains to building the party and moving into general and regional elections to vote the corrupt party?
Thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you for saying that, Mark, because this Congress really is one of the most consequential Congresses we're going to have, because we're having a Congress in an environment where the economy is awash with money, but the inequities and the inequalities persist. And the people of Guyana need and are anxious for change. And so I am hopeful that coming out of the Congress, the People's National Congress reform will signal to all of Guyana that it is a party that is in transition, that it is a party that is capable of leading Guyana into the prosperity that we know can happen. But for us to do that, we have to make the necessary changes and adjustments. How we come out of the Congress, Mark, is heavily dependent on how we go into the Congress. And this is why I call on all of the members of the PNCR to let's have civil discourse. The attacking of your brother and sister who is a member is unnecessary and unwarranted. I know that one of my colleagues in the press conference said that this is silly season, and so we will expect to see a lot of things. But not because it is silly season, we must be silly. So I want to ask us that we engage in robust debate. Let us stay away from attacking our brothers and sisters personally, because we are heading into an election, and you can't attack your brother and sister and don't understand that you are attacking your own party. We have to make space for healthy competition, for healthy, robust debate, but we cannot do it in a manner that will undermine our ability to come together quickly after this, which we have to do if we are going to stand a chance of being competitive in the upcoming national and regional elections.
All right, Manza Walton Desir, Member of Parliament and Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs. I want to thank you for taking time out to spare some few minutes with us here at 107.1. And we wish you all the best, ma'am, in the upcoming Congress.
Thank you, Mr. Benchcock. Deeply appreciate it. Thank you. And thank you to your listeners.
All right, Manza Walton Desir there for you guys, Member of Parliament. We were able to get a quick few minutes from her as well. And I've noticed our operator has signaled to us that we have lost our feed. We have lost our feed. And so we are going to try to get that back as quickly as possible. So please bear with us. It's the best that we can do with regards to bringing accurate information from all sides, accurate information, and to get to all individuals. Nobody's going to be left out. We want to play the game fair. We want to give everybody that opportunity in a democracy that is number one on the list, to hear from everyone. All right, so we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back right here on 107.1 FM. Just don't go anywhere. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, my name is Jacinty Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the card. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Hi, folks. Nominations Day, the 22nd Biennial Delegates Congress for the People's National Congress Reform, currently submitting their list there from Region 6, Quarantine. Region 6, Quarantine, at the table. They had table there presenting the list is, or are, the mayor of New Amsterdam, and also you have the councillor of Corriverton. No stranger to you guys. They've both appeared on numerous occasions right here on 107.1 FM. And you see the pastor there, Sugrim, Pastor Anil Sugrim, and the mayor of New Amsterdam. They are there presenting their list. I just wish that we had some volume there, but there's not much that we can do. Um, Not much that we can do. I'm reading some of your comments whenever I can. And let me just welcome all of you. Otto Martin, very busy this morning in the comment section. Good morning again, or good afternoon now to all of you. And Otto Martin is saying, loved by party, hated by citizens of country candidates. The irony, we need the people will have the final say. Of course, the people will always, in any party, wherever it is, for the most part, mind you, for the most part, mind you, the people ought to have the final say. We're still trying to get in touch with some other folks to spend a couple minutes with us right here to talk about nomination day. We're still trying our best to get that done. So that you wouldn't have to hear my voice all the time. I know some of you guys, if you get a hold of me right now, I can just imagine what some of you probably may. You know how Guyanese are, especially when the bombs raise, right? But this is healthy. This is healthy for democracy, and the entire process ought to be healthy and transparent for democracy. And so. That democracy is not just photographs and videos and so forth. It's during the process and after the process. But what we do know is that the PPP has no track record of democracy. They have no track record of transparency. It's just corruption all across the board, whether corruption at GCOM, whether the rigging of elections, whether the stealing of seats, whether having scores of dead people voting, and all these different things. That is just what it is all about. That's just what it's all about. Guys, do not, let me just say this, do not be distracted by the trench crappos. Well, they're hardly around this morning. But please keep it civil within the group. Do not disrespect any of the candidates with derogatory terms. It is not going to be accepted on this platform. Whether some of you like it or not, it is not going to be accepted. Keep the criticisms clean. That's all. Keep it clean. And Somebody messaged me again. Two persons messaged me complaining about Francine Cruz. Miss Francine Cruz, if you're watching, if you're listening, I know that you're an elderly woman. Please do not get out of hand or disrespectful, because we will have to probably throw you in the trench. Please let us don't go that route. I know you're passionate about your country, you're passionate about your party, but please let us keep it very respectful and professional. Thank you, Ms. Francine Cruz. Let's go back. There's still no volume. So there is still no volume. Miss Lorimer, Marlene Lorimer, of course, I am saying that, and we are definitely going to warn Francine Cruz before Francine Cruz is removed. And we don't want to take that final step with Miss Francine Cruz. Miss Francine Cruz celebrated, I believe, what is it, her 92nd birth anniversary or something like that, whatever it is, belated birthday to her. But please, as passionate as people are, please be professional and respectful to other people's views, please, Miss Francine Cruz, because we'll have no other choice but to remove you from today's program. Thank you. So let us take a quick break, because we're still waiting. We are still waiting for the audio at Congress Place. We'll be right back.
Yeah, my name is Jasmine Caldata, Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Here in Guyana.
Here in Guyana? You see them advantage why you take for them people and I give some square peg
contract and then can't sign them name. What? You see them advantage why you take for them people and they give some square peg contract and then can't sign them name. You see what's going on with the project them right now? Things are going on. The project them is they got no standard, cheap material. Some of your contractor them in this region here can't read them right. They can't read on inch in imperial measurement. They will do it in metric. They can't do that. You full them up with contract. They buy tundra, they buy truck, they buy excavator, them start eat food, then get big and fat. You know, them thing wrong. And the people who can do the work, now get the work. None of them mechanic can beat me and my son for work in this region. Bring them up. None of them. And the community knows that, and they're giving us work. And you got them scrapping the government bike, the government tractor. You got them scrapping there. Go to the RDC, you going to see. What?
All right, welcome back. It's 10 minutes after 12 o'clock at Congress Place. It's nominations day, and the groups are walking in. The groups are just walking in from all across. We heard earlier from the leader of the People's National Congress Reform and also opposition leader, Mr. Aubrey Compton Norton. We also heard from the Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs, Member of Parliament, Ms. Amanza Walton Desir. We also heard from Mr. Hamilton Green. So those of you who just missed it and jump in now, understand what you missed. You missed Mr. Hamilton Green's comment. You missed probably Mr. Aubrey Norton, and you also missed Miss Amanza Walton Desir. All of them spoke right here on 107.1 FM. We're still trying to get some others. Hopefully we will get them before the end of the broadcast, reminding you guys that we have other stuff too. You know, I gotta go and get some other stuff done. So we are not sure that the broadcast is going to be forever, but we will spend a few minutes more with you guys and see what else is happening there on the ground. We will see what else is happening there on the ground. And James is counting the amount of persons who are watching. Don't allow that number there to fool you to think that only that amount of folks are watching. But what it means is that amount of folks who are tuned in, physically we can see them, but the numbers are way larger than that watching, James. But we thank you. All those of you who have shared the link, please continue to share the link because we want to get some more views. We want to get some more folks on before we call it a day here on 107.1 FM. Somebody's asking that we stay on forever. I don't know how that's going to be possible. So let us, we are waiting the audio. We are waiting the audio back from Congress Place there. Hopefully it will be soon because we want you guys to see what's happening. We want you guys to see what's happening. People are complaining that I ban them and I don't ban Francine. And I'm not seeing much comments from Francine. Don't know what Lemon has done, but we have cautioned Miss Francine Cruz, don't be distracted. Once Francine Cruz gets disrespectful and cursing up and derogatory remarks, Francine will be thrown in the trench. Despite of her age, and again, we are calling on Francine to be respectful of other people's views, but I will scroll through shortly to see what Francine is saying, and if Francine is cussing up, well, Francine has to go. I see here Francine Cruz, who celebrated her 91st birth anniversary a couple of days ago, and I'm not sure what's going on in Francine's head at this point in time, but belated happy birthday to you, Miss Cruz. Miss Cruz is saying here that she is disappointed in you. I don't know who she's disappointed. Everybody Francine is disappointed in today. Everybody. I don't know what's going on with Miss Francine Cruz calling people big dummies. Let us caution you, please. You're not watching Sanford. This is not Sanford and Sons or Son, big dummies. So kindly be respectful of other people's views, Miss Francine Cruz. Appreciate it. Please, we're warning you. We don't want to take that step in putting you in the trenches, but please be respectful of people as you continue to celebrate your 91st birth anniversary. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with more of Straight Up. Well, not Straight Up, but a special program on the 22nd Biennial Delegates Congress and Nomination Day. That's the People's National Congress Reform. This is unlike the PPP. The PPP just torn up. They hire a set of buses with people and they with taxpayers' money and all kind of things they do. Boxes of food, cook up rice, polori, mitai, tamrambal, puri, plantain chips, and they have folks like Hamilton and them just eating plantain chips, polori, and puri. Yeah. Hamilton, Joseph Hamilton just eating plantain chips, polori, and whatever else. All right, so we'll take a quick break and we'll be back with more of this special program out of Congress Place, Nominations Day.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Because we excited to see you here. You're coming. Hold on. You got the roti? You got to be kidding me. You got the roti, don't worry. Oh, Lord. You used to make roti when he was 5. But let me see if you can clap. You got shake now. You got shake. Shake it now. Shake it in. This is clap. All right.
This is the modern way.
Okay. Look, sweetheart, this is it. All right. Let's see how you shake it. Farmer Steve roti, the best roti in Brooklyn. Hey, not so. Not so. This is the way. This is the way. I am shake roti like that. All right. This is the way. Shake it like that. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Watch. Shake it. Wow.
That's how it's way. Push.
All right, so you gotta eat the cause you let me see how if the quality improves.
Who has been receiving nominations so far in terms of party leader. We've heard of nominations, of course, for the leader, the current leader of the People's National Congress Reform is Aubrey C. Norton. We've heard of nominations for Mr. Royce Dilford, who, of course, would have earlier along signaled his participation and running for the leadership of the party. We've also seen nomination for party leader for Mr. Manzo Walton Desir, and we've seen nomination for Mr. Gary Best thus far for leadership of the party. Of course, we will keep you updated as other regions come in. Stay tuned. I hope you're enjoying our coverage of June 10th nomination day for the People's National Congress Reform as we go out and prepare for the 22nd Biannual Congress of the People's National Congress Reform. We'll keep you posted.
Hey fans,
It's karaoke and oldies night this and every Thursday at Club Twilight Sideline Dam, Buxton. Dance to the magical songs of yesteryear by popular DJs and Camps Audio. Admission is free. Come out, let's make memories at Club Twilight Sideline Dam, Buxton North.
My name is Jasmine Caldata, Francis C. Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta give a $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Take responsibility. We want you to look out for us. We do not want no segregation. No. We are one people. And if we're going to do it, let's do it together.
All right. Welcome back to this special program on Nomination Day. They're taking a break. The groups from across the country, they're now walking in. Some of them are still not there as yet. They still have a good while remaining before the day comes to an end. I think they do have a cutoff time. However, it appears that we'll have to take our leave for now, but we want to return probably later down, and so that you guys can get to see firsthand what's happening at Congress Place. And by the end of the day, you should be able to get the persons who have been nominated. We have reached out to others to participate, and we understand even at the last moment, some might not be available. We are thankful that those who took the time out to be with us, former Prime Minister and former Mayor of Georgetown, Hamilton Green, has spent a few minutes with us, current leader of the People's National Congress Reform and leader of the opposition. Mr. Aubrey Norton has also spent a few minutes with us, and the Shadow Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ms. Amansa Walton Desir, Member of Parliament, has also spent a few minutes with us on 107.1 FM. We wish all the candidates, those who have been nominated, some were told that they were nominated. They are not certain until it is sealed, until it becomes official. And once it becomes official, we will bring that news to you right here on 107.1 FM. But for now, I'm out of here. You guys enjoy your lunch, and some of you who got some painkillers, some Advil and Tylenol or whatever. I must say that it has been a session also in the audience, back and forth, and at least for the most part, it has been respectful. And hopefully this evening it's going to continue on a professional level with all of you. And I did receive a call from, or two calls, some individuals who have claimed that they have been blocked, and I don't know where that is coming from. We are only in the habit, and I have no apologies for that, we are only in the habit of blocking trench crappos. And so let me just make that point very clear, that if you or someone says to you that they're unable to get on the program, it simply means something is wrong, maybe at their end or at on Facebook, but certainly not with us. We are not going to block somebody because of their views, but what we do block, and we have no apologies, is we do block the trench crappos. They're the ones that we block, trench crappos. No apologies for that at all. All right, so if there's anything else I need to report, I will do that later on. And we will definitely return once we have some more information. But those PPP individuals, they have no moral authority to talk about democracy. They do not believe in democracy. They believe in fixture. They believe in rigging of elections. And that is what we have to pay attention to. But for now, I'm out of here. All of you, backbenchers and all, and Rita and Lily and Alex and Clifford and Shireen and who else? All of you. Thank you so much. And John, and even to the birthday lady, what's her name? Francine Cruz, her 91st birth anniversary, I believe. I don't know what happened to Francine today, but something is going on. Forgive me, guys, but I know it's an elderly person, but something is going on. Something is going on. And to all of you, I'm out of here. Miss Simons, Miss Lorimer, Neville, also known as Civic, all of you. God bless you all. At the end of this, guys, at the end of this, there is one enemy, one common enemy, and that is the corrupt, racist, installed PPP regime. One common enemy. I'm out of here for now, and that's all I wish to say on that particular reason. One common enemy. So long, guys, until maybe later on, or if not, this evening. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.
Here in Guyana.
You see them advantage why you take for them people, and they give some square peg contract, and they can't sign them name. What? You see them advantage why you take for them people, and they give some square peg contract, and they can't sign them name. You see what going on with the project them right now? Things are going on. The project them is they got no standard, cheap material. Some of you contractor them in this region here can't read and write. They can't read or inch in imperial measurement. They will do it in metric. They can't do that. You full them up with contract. They buy tundra, they buy truck, they buy excavator, them start eat food, then get big and fat. You know, them thing wrong. And the people who can do the work, now get the work. None of them mechanics can beat me and my son for work in this region. Bring them up. None of them. And the community knows that, and they're giving us work. And you got them scrapping the government bike, the government tractor. You got them scrapping there. Go to the RDC and you will see. Good.
Yeah, my name is Jacinti Caldata Francis Vietnam, and since 1965 I become a voter, and I always place my X next to the cup. And what they are doing today, I can't take it. So I have no more vote to give to PPP anymore. I'm not going to vote anymore no more. If they have to lose by one vote, they're losing it by data. I have none.
Oh, Jesus Christ, if cost of living double, I don't know what happened. A pound of sugar is $300 already. Flour, everything gone up. Everything just raising. You gotta get about $40,000 for buy good ration. You gotta get 3 man now. A weekend man, a monthly man, and a fortnight man.
Hey fans, it's karaoke and oldies night this and every Thursday at Club Twilight Sideline Dam, Buxton. Dance to the magical songs of yesteryear by popular DJs and Camps Audio. Admission is free. Come out, let's make memories at Club Twilight Sideline Dam, Buxton North.
She's my everybody and along with the future vision. Story to be told. a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country that you see. She is ready when I'm ready. For the change we need. In every village, every town, she brings what she won't let us down. We're ready for the future. Together we'll fly with the mental leading. Our dreams come alive. It's a matter for me. It's a matter for me. Yeah, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. Indeed. From the rivers to the mountains, fields to the sea, with the minds of God, we reach our destiny. Change for the change for the sea. It's a matter for me. A matter that's ready with a steady hand. I'll be again with the future vision. It's going to be told. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country got to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. Indeed. In every village, every town, she brings hope. She won't let us down. We're ready for the future. Together we'll fly with the mental leading. Our dreams come along. It's a matter for me. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. From the rivers to the mountains, fields to the sea, with the minds of God, we reach our destiny. Change for the world, change for us. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. A matter tomorrow. Indeed. Together we rise. Together we'll stand. A matter vision. We'll transform. Hey, hey. A matter of us. A matter of our party to the shore. A matter of us. With a steady hand. She's for everybody on and on with the future vision. Story to be told. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She's ready. We are ready for the change we need. In every village, every town, she brings what she won't let us down. We're ready for the future. Together we'll fly with a mental leading. Our dreams come alive. It's a matter for me. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. Higher tomorrow. Higher indeed. Hey, hey, hey. From the rivers to the mountains, from our party to the shore. A man's us that's ready with a steady hand. She's for everybody and they know with the future vision. Hey, hey, hey. It's a matter for me. Yes, it's for the country. A matter for the body and the country got to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. Ready tomorrow. Indeed. In every village, every town, she brings what she wants. We're ready for the future. Hey! Hey! It's a matter for me. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change we need. From the rivers to the mountains, fields to the sea, with the minds of God, we reach our destiny. Change for the young, change for us to see. It's a matter for me. It's a matter for me. Yes, she's for the country. A matter for the body and the country get to see. She is ready. We are ready for the change. Give me one. It's all of her. I'm not suspended with the steady hand. She's so everybody on their own with the future vision. It's going to be told. It's all right. Yes, it's for the country. I'm not for the body. I'm not for the country.